Children, we are talking about how humanity is trying to solve this climate change problem which we created, which means the solution will also depend on us and how we come together to deal with this huge problem. Depending on how old you are, you may already have faced some problems and you have some experience in dealing with uh, challenges you may have faced, but usually when you have other people involved or many more people involved, then it becomes an issue of dealing with people's views and so on, which we already discussed in terms of climate change. Not everybody even believes that climate change is happening or that we are responsible for it. But then we have one example in a recent past in the 1980s where we solved almost solved one big problem. In the 1970s, it became that the refrigerants, the solutions we use in refrigeration or uh, your refrigerators actually can leak, and they have chlorine in them, and chlorine can go up into the upper atmosphere and react with ozone and make ozone disappear. But we need the ozone because if ozone comes, that high energy ozone comes to the surface, then our skin will burn, our DNA will be damaged, and it's true for everybody, marine life, terrestrial life, and all of us on the planet. So maybe that kind of a motivation that this is not good for everybody, anybody, led us to a solution. But there was also a replacement available for that chlorine based chemical we were using called CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. So some agreements were made, and then the production of CFCs was slowly winded down. It's still not completely gone. Some illegal production goes on. Ozone Hole has made remarkable recovery, so you can think of it as a success story. So can we somehow bring together such an approach also to dealing with climate change? The big difference, of course, is we are still not sure if climate change will harm everybody. There are still some people who think it will not harm them in any way, or that they have enough technology and money to protect themselves against climate impacts. But with each year, the extremes, the disasters, climate impacts are becoming obvious, that rich and poor are equally getting affected negatively by climate change, and all countries are losing GDPs because of climate change, and that if we don't do something together, this will only get worse with continued increases in greenhouse gases and warming. So let's hope we'll come together again and solve this big problem.